my guy, my brother from another mother, I can say.
Yeah.
Blood could make us closer, man. And just wanted to come back with y'all as we get ready to end up this year, preparing to go into 2022, man.
Yeah,
Definitely. So,
new year, already.
Right, already. Yeah, it really is. So, 2021, it kind of like went fast, and then now it's kind of like a slight pause.
Yeah.
It's like it's December, but it don't feel like
it. Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like
actually trying to go back and try to think of some of the points, the things that happened, like my timeline in 2021, like when this happened, when that happened.
Right.
We was talking the other day trying to remember when the snow had hit. Was it February? Was it 2020? Was it because it went by so fast?
That's true.
Couldn't even remember when it happened.
2020. It
was like 1 year together.
Yeah.
It's like 2020 still going on.
Yeah. 2020 part 2, right? Yeah. So we just like skip the year.
Yeah.
Go straight to 2020 to 2022.
Man. So much going on.
Kind of way it is. Right. Definitely, man.
Definitely.
And so, we one of the reasons we started the show was to just, bring that positivity, positive light, to kind of like course correct the narrative that Memphis is known for.
Right.
So, Memphis does have a certain reputation, right?
Yeah.
Because I know you was like, when you went to college, right, your nickname was First 48, right?
Everybody from Memphis,
Yeah, because Memphis just had that reputation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Man, Memphis had a reputation I'd never forget when I was in college. And, Southern Heritage Classic, big event. Had some partners and stuff from other places and other cities. It's bigger than Memphis. Man, y'all coming down to the class. Man, I ain't going to Memphis, man. It's crazy down there.
Yeah.
I was like, me being from Memphis, I was like, really?
Yeah.
But they just show you how in some people see the city as a, maybe dangerous or unsafe, or they don't feel so safe when they're there. For one, they're not at home. You always feel safe in your own home.
Yeah, should at least.
Yeah, you definitely should.
Right.
Yeah, so, but yeah, man, Memphis had the reputation.
Yeah, the reputation. I mean, that's true though. Like so much going on, and then recently, tragic killing with Young Dog.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
Young Dog.
Yeah, definitely.
Praying for him and his family.
Definitely praying for his family, man. Yeah.
The wife, kids, man.
Yeah.
Everybody, man. It shook the city. It shook the world. It shook the world, man.
It did, man.
And I think they caught me off guard. I knew
it definitely shook me.
But I felt like I knew him personally.
Yeah. Same.
I don't know where they came from, but I know they reverberated with so many people like yourself.
Yeah.
But other people were saying that they're like, man.
Felt like they knew him.
Yeah. I feel like they knew him, man.
Yeah.
Where do you think they came from?
I think just the love we got for our city, man.
Wow.
We all connected in that way, I think.
Wow.
I think we all, we all had love for Memphis. And if you show that you love the city, we're going to love you back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that connection right there, that's where a lot of people felt that way. They felt he loved the city. He always, as they say, put the city on, everywhere he was. He let it be known where he was from.
Right.
And us being Memphians, we proud of that.
Right.
And I think that's the line of connection for all of us. That we got the news. It was kind of like, whoa, wow. Man. I kind of thought it was fake news.
Definitely.
It was fake news.
Right.
Nah, man.
Right.
We got the internet now. Stuff
People
like that.
So,
I've seen this several times. Some hit the internet. It's not even true.
Right.
Like when they deal with COVID, they was trying to talk about different people was on the plane,
on
the helicopter,
and
and
Rick Fox.
So and until you know.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true. That's true.
When I started getting the facts, seeing it, and I was like, man, it was like I felt it was a downer, man.
Right.
It was. I got a little low.
Yeah.
Felt bad for him. And I instantly thought about his family. Instantly, that's the first thing came to mind. I knew he had kids.
Right.
So, yeah, man.
And then I heard this somewhere, I read it somewhere, and people, somebody said that, when someone kills someone, they don't realize they're not just killing that person.
Yeah.
They're killing, in his instance, a husband, a father,
yeah, man,
a son, uncle, a brother, a mentor.
Yeah. He
community advocate. You know what I'm saying?
Carry a lot of titles.
Yeah.
So when you take that person, whatever the other person's connection is with that person, that's they lose that connection. They lose that area. So it's kind of like trying to now there's a opening or a void somewhere.
Emptiness,
emptiness, right. Great word. And that ain't there anymore. So you got to try to figure out what you gonna fill it up with.
Right.
Or who gonna fill this spot, or their physical presence.
Right.
You'll always have that
Right.
that connection, but that physical presence. And you got to figure out how you gonna deal with that, or who gonna feel it.
Right.
So like I say, he's a different person to different people.
Right.
I heard a lot of good things about how he's helped numerous of people. And never expected anything in return. Never publicized a lot of stuff he did for people, and it hurts to see a person like that, taken away. He didn't leave on his own. He was taken away.
Right.
And somebody was taken sooner than what they were supposed to be gone. So that's I know that's hurtful. I can't imagine, being he was the breadwinner. I know.
Right.
I know and I know for his immediate family, wife and children. So
and for his company
brand,
and for his entertainment industry. That particular set. And that, like I said,
being a boss and stuff like that.
Now that's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's gone. And so you talked about that. You said like that void, the emptiness.
Yeah.
And I know you just recently lost your brother.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so definitely, man. We here for you, praying for you, man.
Sure.
Man.
Definitely,
man. All that.
Yeah.
And you talking about that void, and one thing you said, I heard you say, like, y'all came by the house, wife.
Yeah.
And then, we were talking, and you said that Jesus, was what got you through that.
Yeah, man.
And so, we don't push that here a lot, not that we trying to hide it, but, we want to, that wasn't the goal of this podcast, but I felt it's imperative, important to put it out there today. And so, talk about that a little bit if you can.
Man, it's it's definitely tough.
Yeah.
Tough situation to deal with. And you you get that void, you get that emptiness. And then you gotta, like I said, figure out what's gonna fill it, or what's gonna help you. Like you searching for something, and I just think that for me it was, what have I been leaning on to get me through tough stuff, which this was the toughest by far right now.
Right.
So I was like, I've been believing for everything else.
Right.
Why I can't believe for the strength,
Right.
Everybody around me, it's low at this point. So,
right.
I gotta go get some strength. I can't get strength from my mom, brother, sister. They just as weak as I am.
Right.
So, I just believe that if I'm a believer for any other thing I'm going through, whether it's financially or whatever, why can I be a believer that he can get me through this?
Wow.
So I just thought to myself, man. I thought about if it comes a point in time when you got to really think that, are you really a true believer? Do you believe what you think you believe?
Wow.
It's going to test you.
Right.
I think I've had situations in my life before where I've I've tested God, tested.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Test him, like, if you are who you are, you get me through.
Yeah.
And I just the day we have to go, bury him, and I just pulled on him, man.
Right.
I just kept calling on him because I don't think I would have been able to get through just that day alone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Without
him, I had to, and I couldn't tug from the presence. I had to tug from my spirit. I had to really, I had to really bring out what's really in me. I had to go from my inner being,
right,
and really pull on to get me through.
right.
So yeah, man.
So you saying that's powerful what you said, and I'm gonna try to relate it to that, and relate this to something in a respectful way.
Okay.
You said that you pulled on what was already in you to get you through a current situation.
Right.
So, we're big sports fans.
Yeah.
Both of us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like the preparation. Not the practice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not preparing for practice when you practice. Right?
No.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what separates a lot of elite
definitely
athletes.
Yeah.
From what we call we rate them different. We rate them. We'll say this person is a superstar versus a star.
Yeah, it's level. Superstar, all-star.
You
got you good NBA player.
Right.
You're a pro.
Right,
But
you're a pro. Right.
What level of pro?
What level of pro? Right.
Yeah.
And so I think that practice, from what I've heard and gathered, we listened to in interviews, and seen just from different players, the preparation gets you ready for game day.
Yeah.
And like I said, what I'm hearing you saying is that everybody has a game day that they're going to have to face.
Man, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you have to prepare before.
Got to.
Right?
Got to, man.
You have to prepare before.
You got to.
Yeah.
And through that process, you wondering, how am I going to get through this?
Right.
Not knowing.
Yeah.
You've been preparing all along.
Ooh, that's good. He trying to make a shot at it. Man, that's good. That is good.
Not knowing.
Yeah.
I attest to it, man. Not knowing.
Yeah.
I've been rolling with Jesus this long, bro.
Yeah. You've been
what I'm saying?
preparing the whole thing. Didn't even know.
Didn't know it, man.
Yeah.
Been practicing.
Wow.
Yeah, like you said, been practicing for the game.
Yeah.
And you go through seasons.
That's good.
So if I'm practicing, when my season comes,
right.
whether it's financial, personal, whatever,
we'll be ready.
I'm gonna be ready for the game, and I didn't know if I was gonna be ready for this game. I said, I was prepared.
Yeah.
You know, I actually had strength in me I didn't know I had. You know? Yeah, strength in me I didn't know I had because, you know, that was the day. You know, it's like you mark that game on your calendar.
Yeah.
You know,
We played it.
We playing such. You know, we don't know.
Yeah.
If we could say we gonna win the game, but
right.
Ain't no guarantee.
No guarantee, right?
Yeah, no guarantee. Yeah, but yeah, man, that was. I ain't realized. Yeah, I was preparing myself and didn't know it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's good, man.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, we, you know, city got a reputation, and some good, some bad.
Some good, some bad.
You know, for barbecues and Beale Street.
Yeah.
You know, but also known for like I said, the bullet. You know.
Yeah.
And so, I guess let me ask you. I guess I want to say it like this: where's the balance in this? So let's say like, so 3-6 Mafia just had. I almost got 666, but that's why I know them, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just had a versus
battle
against Bone Thugs Harmony.
Yeah.
You know, and it was a small confrontation there, but everybody was like, you know, the way 666 responded. That was so Memphis.
So Memphis.
That was so Memphis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and it was like, you know, don't play.
Yeah.
When we say that in Memphis, I said to my wife, you know, she not from Memphis. The other day we were talking. I like this said don't play. She like what? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we know what that means. And then you say about that don't play.
That don't play, man.
You know, and so where do we find the balance in there? Because we don't want to promote the violence.
Yeah.
Or promote this, you know, the killing. Because, you know, scripture, and one of the most famous scriptures said, thou should not kill, right?
Yeah.
You know, so how do we find that balance as not only concerned citizens, but as responsible citizens of the city? You know, where is that balance at?
Yeah, that's trying to find a balance is it's kind of, in my opinion, you know, it's just it's still. I just think it's still with values, man. I still, you know, I'm a big person when it comes to, you know, value, what you value.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to value something.
Right.
You know, and I think, you know, if you just start there, you know, I think it'll any values have to come from your guidance.
Right.
You know, where you getting your guidance from. You know, what environment, what type of environment that is.
Right.
You know, so if you know, it's going to gear you toward, because our mind don't already come into the world ready to go.
Right. That's true.
You know.
That's true.
You know, I don't. You know, it's like kids and babies. You don't have kids and babies don't have they mind. They don't know racism.
Yeah.
They don't know racism.
Right.
From black and white. They don't know. You can take a African American baby, you can take a Caucasian baby, and I guarantee they'll play with each other.
Yeah.
But once they go to their environment,
right,
if they're taught something to love one another or to hate this group and hate that group,
right, then
that's what they're gonna do.
Right.
So you know, it comes from their guidance, what they value. You know, I think that's where it starts. You know, and you just kind of maybe find the balance along the way. You know, you kind of find the balance along the way, because when you got that value, you can kind of weigh it.
Yeah.
You know, you can weigh right and wrong a little bit better. I think your conscience will be on you a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's where it starts. You know, that's where we can start it, trying to have a balance.
Yeah, it's good. Because, like you're saying, having that balance, and then, like you said, we don't come into this world with a particular mindset.
No.
The mindset has to be shaped, right? It's influenced by various factors,
man.
people, and all of these type of things. And I talked about it yesterday at church. Actually, made me think about that because we often try, and I mean we, as humans, we often try to correct wrong results by changing our actions. But you can't change results by actions. You got to change results by thinking.
Yeah, that's where it starts. The mindset.
You know what I'm saying?
The mindset.
Yeah, we try to change our actions. Like, okay, I'm gonna do something different to get a different result. No, if you're not thinking differently,
you're gonna get the same result.
Get the same result. You know,
it may be a different situation.
Right.
But the result gonna either be good or bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get a bad result every time because your mindset hasn't changed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So no matter what field you in or what you trying to do. Yeah, you're right. You know, that's definitely right, man. That mindset is everything. And, I've had conversations with people, pertaining to that and telling them until you change your mindset.
Right. Nothing gonna change.
Nothing gonna change. No matter what you try to do. Right. You never gonna get what you hoping you're gonna get.
Right.
As opposed to what you could get or what you're supposed to get if you change your mindset.
Because sometimes that's good because what happens is we change our actions and then we get a temporary result. But until you change your mindset,
because you're gonna revert back.
Exactly.
You're gonna revert back.
Yeah. You revert back to what you know.
Yeah, you're gonna go back to it.
Especially when you get high. And that pressure comes.
Yeah, pressure comes. You're gonna revert it back.
Yeah.
It's like for a funny thing I got was a funny line from the movie was what was it? I can't think of the movie right now, but the line is I ain't no killer, but don't push me. I ain't no killer, but don't push me.
I know Pac said that. I know Pac said it too.
So, like you said, but if your mindset at a certain way, they can push you.
That's true.
They can push you further than what you think.
That's good.
If your mindset right.
Yeah.
But if you got a certain mindset, that's not that mature or not that strong, then hey, they push you too far, you're gonna result.
Yeah, get that negative result.
You're gonna get that negative result.
Right.
As opposed to where you can if it's you can overlook it or get past it, without having a altercation or anybody result in any hurt, harm, or danger to anybody.
Right. That's good because from we talk about that with TBI, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation.
Yeah.
They're saying 2020 was a record year for murder rates in Memphis.
Wow.
Right, record year, and then 2021 has already eclipsed what 2020 was. So we got another record year on the books, right? And so what you said was very powerful because you're saying if somebody pushes you to a point, you will always revert back to a certain way of thinking.
Yeah.
And so if the thinking is the only way to handle this is to kill somebody, that's going to be the action that you take, and then the result is going to be murder.
Yeah.
But if you have an alternative way of thinking, you know what I'm saying, then you weigh your options.
Yeah, definitely.
You try to find a way, alternative to say, okay, let me walk away, or let me just,
Yeah, we handle this a different way.
Call the police, or if possible, in a situation, right?
Yeah, definitely, man. Right. We have to grow ourselves, in our mind, because another old saying you heard, more than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah, that's true. It is. Yeah, it is. Right.
But your mind have to be
there
before you be there.
Thinking have to be there.
You know what I'm saying? Because I may have to know how to do something one way, whereas you can show me an alternative way.
Right.
Because in that area, you're a little bit more expertise, or you may just see it differently.
Right.
You may just see it differently. Hey, But then, if I don't have any trust in you, I'm not gonna take your alternative. You know. You know. But if I got some trust in you, be like, okay, I ain't think about it like that. Let me try it.
Right.
You know, and that's another way to get to that balance.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, you know, who bringing you up, your environment that you listen to. You know, if you have someone that gives you alternative thoughts, alternative actions, you know, you can make better decisions. You know, and if you know you get to where you figure the only way I get rid of this problem with this person is to take this person out. You got it all wrong. You got it all wrong because now you created a new set of problems.
Wow. Yeah, that's true.
You created a whole nother situation.
Oh, that's it.
And it don't look like any good is on this side.
Yeah.
No matter which way you try to twist it now.
Right.
You know, so or whatever route, all them avenues wrong.
Yeah.
You know, it's dead ends all down through there.
Right.
So, so I think a lot of times that's the thing we don't.
Yeah.
They don't have anybody, any guidance that's giving them alternative thoughts, another way to handle situations, man.
Right, 'cause a lot of times when a person has the wrong thinking, they're surrounded by other people who think wrong, and so if they think that this is a certain way to handle the situation, and then they're congratulated, somebody say, you know what I'm saying, don't let him talk to you like that, you know what I'm saying, don't let her do that to you, you know what I'm saying, you congratulate it or you surrounding yourself by a group of wrong thinkers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of times, even if ultimately it's the person's responsibility, but if you're surrounded by that, and even if you're trying to reason within yourself to say maybe there's an alternative, but you now surrounding yourself with a group of wrong thinkers, that's that's messed up. And you would get that continued result. Especially if you like I said.
And also, I think about it like this though. I don't see how people can let influencers have more power over your life than you do.
Yeah.
You let your influencers.
Right.
Think about the people who love you. Think about the people who care for you, who want, who want you around.
Right.
Who want you to be successful and that's willing to be there for you. Think about how those people would feel or how their reaction would be, when something take place or something that happened to you or you put yourself in a situation that you could have avoided, but you never thought about those people.
Right.
You thought about the influencers and not those people. The influencers are just the influence.
Right.
But sometimes the influence can be the person that love them, that care for them.
Right.
That make them feel love and make them. So it can be both ways.
Yeah.
But and that's when it comes of you gotta. That's when to me is the inner man. If your spiritual man is stronger than your natural, you can change that thought. You can change your route. You can change your destination. Your spiritual man got to be stronger.
Right.
And only way that spiritual man to get stronger, you got to feed him.
Yeah. Right.
So
talk about that a little bit. About feeding. Cause we are. We're spirit beings in a natural body.
Yeah, definitely.
We're accustomed to feeding our natural man.
Yeah, if we
breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, whatever the case may be. But talk about that feeding your spirit man. Your man.
Feeding your spirit man. It has to do with your environment, what you putting in your ears, what you seeing with your eyes.
Yeah.
All of that.
Right.
That's a part of it.
Right.
So if I'm, if I'm just everything I'm paying attention to, as far as my sight is, is negative, or not good, or my mind ain't mature enough to handle what I'm seeing or determine what's right and wrong what I'm seeing, or what I'm hearing,
right.
you feeding that spirit man negativity instead of
right.
positivity.
Yeah.
But if I'm around an environment that's speaking positive things, that's not putting me in situations, you know, providing me information that's not going to lead to negative results.
Right.
You know, for me, if I'm reading a couple scriptures from the Word,
right.
Getting to understand it. I'm
good.
I'm trying to get in touch with that spirit man.
Right.
You know, just all those things there. You know, that's how you feed it. You know, you got to feed it with what you see and what you hear. You know, and who you listening to.
Right.
And who you watching.
That's good.
You gotta who you watching, who you listening to. That's going to determine how your spirit man is built.
Right.
You know, that's going to determine the strength that they have.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So, they use a lot of different words now to describe. You know, they use vibes and energy. There's a lot of words, man. To me, man, it's just, we're a spirit, man, in a natural body. You know, and I just believe, that the only spirit, man, that I get in touch with is, the Lord Jesus. It's just me. I never try to put anything on anybody else or what they believe or whatever. And I don't get into the back and forth altercation with people of, the race and the race of Jesus. And I don't get into none of that talk. I let it alone. I just know what I believe.
Right.
You believe what you believe. I respect you for what you believe.
Right.
That's what gets you through. This is who get me through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think that, we got to feed that spirit man, in order for you to be able to decide what to do.
Right.
To be able to decipher, be able to see stuff, that you can see the result of what something's gonna be in the long run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As opposed to just reacting. I'm just gonna react. I'm just gonna. I'm hot, so I don't care what. I'm just gonna click out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna click out because I'm mad.
Right.
And I realize I don't care who it hurt or what it hurt. That's not how it's supposed to be.
Right.
And if you getting some type of positivity, and you read some type of word, then you'll see.
Yeah.
You'll be able to pull from that.
Yeah.
You'll be able to pull from that.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like I said, we talk about Memphis and the city reputation and the environment, right?
Right.
And so we have to understand that not only do we have outside environments, we got inside environments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we got an environment that our natural man live in.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got an environment that our spirit man live in.
Yeah.
And so all those things you talked about, they play a part to what's the environment that our spirit man is living in, and what is either building him up or tearing him down.
Right.
And so that environment plays a big part.
Yeah,
The
man.
environment plays a big part.
Big part, man. Big part, because you have to separate yourself from environments.
Yeah.
To even begin the process of changing your mindset.
That's right.
Right. I had a conversation with my other brother. I had two brothers.
Yeah.
With my mom.
Yeah.
And we had a conversation a few years back. He came over. We talked.
Yeah.
He was trying to get through some things in his life. That was something I talked to him about, and I told him, I said, you got to change your mindset.
Yeah.
But first off, you got to change your environment.
Yeah.
If you can't get away from around that on a daily, you ain't gonna be able to change, because that's all you seeing. Go back. That's all you seeing. That's all you hearing.
Yeah.
So you ain't got no choice. You're gonna be a product of your environment.
Yeah.
We human.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why it's important that you pay attention to what you watching and what you hearing. It's important what you allow your children to see at such a young age and hear at such a young age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people think it's just, it's cute, it's funny, and no, it's not.
No,
because you what you're doing is you shaping them into something, and then when they go out and do a certain thing that's bad, you wouldn't believe it's your child, or you wouldn't believe that's your baby or whatever,
right?
Because that's not the person you know.
Yeah.
But all the time, that spirit man it'd been fed so much negativity.
That's right.
So when something happened, they ain't got nothing to pull from to give them an alternative route. They ain't got nothing to pull from. But what they see and hear every day, the negativity. You know, the only way I'm gonna get rid of this problem is get rid of this person. No, that's not the only way to get rid of that problem. But they don't know that. You know,
especially if that's all they say. Now they've known.
If that's all you been around. You know, like kids have so much access to stuff nowadays. And a lot of times the parents, we be so caught up in trying to provide, and we have a lot of things we have going on, but number one is you have to still make time, take time to know what your kid is doing, ask questions, know what they around. They got their tablet all the time, or they got their phone. What they got going on, what they watching. You know what I'm saying? What they watching, what they putting in their spirit. You know, you got to go find out what they put in their spirit. You know, because it may not come from you. You can be like, I ain't raised you like that. No. But when you weren't raising, this right here was raising.
That's right.
So when they got to this situation, you wasn't right there in their face. You know what I'm saying? Mama ain't there, or whoever wasn't there to tell you, no, don't do that, or no. They went to what was feeding them. You know, and that's the issue that we I think that we run into a lot of time because it's starting at such an early age. It's starting. You know, I was telling you, I spoke with a person who actually run daycare business. When I was out in Dallas, and they run a daycare business, and they was just talking. They've been doing it for over 20 years, and they can tell that kids at a younger age now are showing, attitudes and displaying characteristics that you would think, they too young to be have that much anger or be that upset or be that irate to be, at an age. And this, I'm talking to a daycare director owner, So just imagine what that child's being fed, because you can put on some music, that soothing sleep music, and you can put them babies to sleep with their music. You can.
You can.
But you feeding their hearing. So that's their calmness. It's calming them. They're gonna take a nap. So even the music, much as we love rap, we came up on it. We came up when it was growing. Before it hit the mainstream and took over the music industry. So we love the music, but because we had people or environments that didn't allow us to let that be our main source of food that feeds us. We didn't result in some cases. We may have stepped wrong here and there, but we didn't end up on that bad side. But there's no more return.
That's true. I mean, we have to be honest with ourselves, whether you are an advocate for or against, hip hop and rap music. Be honest with yourself, man. Like, and one thing, like earlier you said, balance. We wasn't engulfed in the rap music like that because not only were we doing other things, we didn't have the phone. Everything.
We didn't have the access.
Access to it,
the quick access, 24 hours.
Like that, and so now this generation does. So they have to have balance, and they have to take breaks from listening to that type of music, listen to different music. But like I said, we be honest with yourself. If you want to, whether it's you driving out of town, you say, I got to stay up, I'm getting sleepy, or when back in the day when you go to the club, you want to get crunk, you listen to a certain type of music.
For sure.
That music influencing your thinking, it brings about a certain type of action. See what I'm saying?
It sparks something.
It sparks something in you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you getting sleepy, you driving out of town, you're not gonna necessarily throw no jazz on.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Some R&B laid back music. If you want to be crunk, you go like, hey, I need some crunk music.
Yeah,
you know
up tempo, upbeat. Yeah, something that's gonna get me going.
Yeah,
get
like,
me
turn
alert.
that out. Yeah. I need something. Yeah. I'm getting sleepy, right? Because that it influences your brain, your thinking, and that thinking brings about a certain action.
Yeah.
So we have to be honest with ourselves with that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And what type of thinking are we creating? With these different environments.
Yeah, man. That's I think that's the whole key to getting it started, where we can find that balance and make a turn forward. I don't it's I don't think that we're at the point of no return.
Right.
I'm a true believer of the word, so anything is possible.
Definitely.
But you got to. It can't be just one. It's got to be a collective effort.
Right.
You got it. And again, when the mindset changes, you're gonna want better. You're gonna do better.
Yeah.
But that's why I think as far as educators and principals and just work in the education field that deal with the public school on a daily basis, those professionals, it's hard on them, because if you got some kids that in their environment, they're coming in, you get 24 hours in a day.
Right.
You're only getting 7 or 8 hours out of that 24 to help that kid, to change. You're supposed to be teaching them something, a subject. Something. But you got to break down all these other barriers because of the environment they come from to try to get something to them. So by the time you break it down, school year over with, and you ain't even put nothing in them.
Right.
What they need, you ain't put the subject. They ain't got the content of the subject. They don't understand nothing, because all year you've been trying to just get them to behave. You know what I'm saying? I've been a teacher before. I understand you. If you got a 50-minute class and it take you 30, 40 minutes just to get the behavior issues out the way, and then you got 10 to 20 minutes to teach a subject.
Right. You can't do that.
Nobody's getting it.
Right.
And you not only failing those kids, you failing the kids that are coming prepared, that are ready to learn something. So it's that's a difficult situation to be in. It's frustrating for educators, I know. But it all go back to the environment, man. I'm just a true believer, man. I don't know all the answers. I don't have all the answers. But I just think if we run off, the government is tied into our way of life here. So first of all, work on putting the right people in position. First thing, and then let's hold parents more accountable for their children. I've been on this side of educators, so I see where it seemed like the parent got all the power. They got all the power because they fussing and hollering and going off, and you don't really want that up in the school. You don't want to, as a teacher or a principal, you don't really want to deal with that part. So you trying to not deal with that, and you trying to please the parent, as opposed to getting the parent to understand, hey, this is the way it is.
Right.
You got to get with the program. But let's be like that across the board.
Right.
Every school you go in, it's the same thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you want your child to get educated, we need you to abide by these rules. But how can we get that? So my opinion would be to you need to come volunteer at your child's school. Mandatory. Volunteer at your child's school. Especially if you're a parent that doesn't work. If you're a parent that doesn't work. You receiving any kind of assistance, government assistance, or anything to that nature. Mandatory that if you want to continue to receive those assistance, volunteer at your child's school. Not just because they in preschool, elementary. No. Middle school, high school. You need to come up there and know what's going on, knowing how school is conducted. I think you should be mandatory that you have to go into those environments and see. But also when you volunteer, you're not just there just to file some papers or something. No, you can be there picking up you some skill as well. If it's something, you know, you can learn, you know, office etiquettes.
Yeah.
Learn how to run the office.
Right.
Which you know, they might have, you know, typing, computer classes. You can go in and learn how to type and pick up you something, you know.
Right.
So that's what I think they should do, in my opinion. That will because now you change the mindset of their guardian over their child too.
Yeah.
So now their mindset changing because that's their influencer.
Yeah.
So now the influencer can influence the child.
Right. And there needs to be some life skills.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Just for anybody. It doesn't mean that, but we know education is very important because education does reflect a person's thinking. Right? And so I went to school called Campus School. Okay. You know, Memphis, right on the ground of what was Memphis State, now the University of Memphis. It's the elementary school. Right. Now, I started off in a neighborhood school, right? Started off in a neighborhood school, and I was, I mean, I don't know, I wasn't necessarily bad, but very mischievous, like to have fun.